Hello, welcome back, writers. Today we're talking about how to make better content and more money. I made a video on content writing a little bit ago and the comment section asked for another one, so today we're gonna dive a little deeper. I can't dive. I can't really swim either. Here are 7 things I think you should know, and again, we're talking about blog posts, but this can be applied to other types of content writing as well, and they are in order of importance. So watch till the end. The first thing is affiliate links, which you might be familiar with, but I'll explain it anyway. So an affiliate link is a link that a content creator of whatever sort will receive from a company to promote either a product or a service. The content creator creates some content, a blog post, a YouTube video, a tweet, an Instagram story. Are they still called tweets? I've never seen worse marketing in my life than whatever is going on at the artist that was formerly known as Twitter. Any sales made through that link will usually pay out some percentage to the content creator. So if you're writing content already, you're probably including affiliate links because that's a really common way to monetize blogs. If you're writing for your own website, you might have a little more freedom here because you're the one that decides what links you're allowed to use, but most sites will let you put affiliate links in your posts that you write for them as long as it is relevant, helpful, and doesn't compete with something that they are already selling or promoting. So you receive affiliate links either by being asked. Sometimes if you already have a platform, they will be offered to you. You can reach out to the company and kind of pitch what you're going to do with an affiliate link, or some sites have just an open affiliate program that you can sign up for. So some general tips for affiliate links: disclose that you're using them. It's the law, and it's the cooler thing to do. Some platforms may have more specific rules for how they want it disclosed, so check that out. The percentage rate that you will receive from sales through your link can vary. My lowest one was, I think, 2%. My highest one was 40%. You can expect it to be around 5 to 20% though. Third, this isn't a unanimous opinion, but you should like the product or service that you're promoting. There's a lot to be said for your readers trusting you and your opinions and your recommendations. So don't just push unnecessary or low quality things on them just to make a sale. Be cool about it. Okay, our second topic is content batching. If you are running the blog yourself, as in coming up with the content on your own, batching is a simpler way to do it, in my opinion. Content batching could refer to writing a bunch of posts in one sitting and then queuing them up so that they can periodically post and you're not having to keep up with it twice a week or whatever. That's great for time and task management, but when I'm talking about content batching, I usually mean single topic content batching. So you'll cover one topic over many posts in a row. I'll talk more about this when we get to topic authority, but doing this lets Google know that you have a lot of information on your site covering that topic, which establishes credibility. It also makes it much easier to link your posts to each other and get a little more activity on your site. You definitely want to interlink your posts to one another, and doing it all at once makes it much easier just to do that immediately instead of remembering to go do it later on when you write something months later that's related. So if you write them all together, you're not going to miss out on those opportunities. I also find that it's easier to write in topic batches because you're in the headspace to think about that one thing for a little bit, and that just helps you get deeper into it, which I think makes better content. It can also prevent you from writing the exact same topic over and over again. When you're starting out, it might seem like you'll be able to remember everything you've ever written. You won't. There have been several times where I'm researching either for a blog post or just because, and I find one and I'm reading it and I'm like, wow, this is pretty good advice, or like I have opinions on it. And then I get to the end of the post and I see that I wrote it in 2018. Absolutely no memory of it. So yeah, when you're starting out, you might feel like you're not going to forget stuff, but very quickly you'll be able to read posts and have no idea that you wrote it. There are 2 main ways to distribute links to your posts: internal links and backlinks. So an internal link is through your site. That's what I was talking about, where you're linking posts to one another. So say you bashed a lot of related posts, you can find good spots to link to each other in those and keep your readers reading on your website. A backlink is another site linking to your post. You can make this happen in a few ways. One is through that brand's other platforms if you're running it, so posting it on their Instagram, in a YouTube description, etc. You can reach out to sites with related content that you think might benefit using your post as supplementary material. You could also offer to swap backlinks if that makes sense for you. I do believe that Google tracks backlink swaps, so it is better if it happens organically, but I don't think it hurts. You could also link to one of their posts that is not the post that's linking to yours. That makes sense? A third way to drop backlinks is if you are a freelancer writing for multiple sites in the same industry, you can just backlink to other posts. as you're writing them. So dropping those links both in your posts and encouraging others to do it elsewhere is a great idea. But the best way to get backlinks is to write helpful content. If you're creating genuinely good resources, backlinks tend to build up on their own. So if that's happening, congrats, you're doing a good job. Let's talk word counts. This might sound counterintuitive to other advice you've heard about content writing. There are all these like recommended ranges for the ideal blog post, but we can't really prove any of that. In my opinion, you should just cover the topic thoroughly, clearly, concisely with enough examples to make sense. Don't put a bunch of fluff words just to hit a certain amount because that makes it worse to read. And if you're pushing like 4,000 words, it might be time to split that up into multiple posts. So I would suggest that you focus more on thorough, valuable content rather than an arbitrary word count that people feel is best for SEO. That said, you might have some reason to stay within a certain word count. So if your blog's thing is delivering crucial information in under 500 words, 500 words is your cap. But in general, just opt for using the amount of words that will suffice. That's it. This tip is more for my career bloggers / freelance writers who are doing this regularly, but time yourself on your posts. If you're just starting out, it might take you several hours to write a post. That's pretty normal. It also depends on the topic and how much research is required. A few hours also might be underestimating how long it takes for some writers. I know some newer, nervous ones who will take days writing a blog post. And if that's how you start, that's how you start. But eventually you'll have enough data to know roughly how long it takes you to write each kind of post. Then you can work to stay within that time frame and eventually shrink it. I suggest this because we tend to get caught up on details and take way too long perfecting something. And those little details usually have absolutely no impact on how helpful the post is. You're just kind of being a perfectionist. So make quality content that is good enough, then let go of perfectionism and move on to the next thing. Because if you're spending too much time on each post, you're just not making enough money for it. And that sucks. Number 6 is adding reader value. So what will a reader come away with from your blog post? And value can look different for every post. It might be actionable advice, so like tips that users can actually implement to solve their problem. It could be unique insights. Like I mentioned in my last content writing video, a lot of posts are just people echoing other blogs, so coming up with your own ideas and conclusions is sadly pretty unique. Make sure you're addressing common issues and questions that might come up with that subject. So if someone Googled that, ask yourself what other information they might need. You can include it in that post or you can refer them elsewhere. You might provide additional resources like a further reading list, a template, a worksheet, a quiz. Paying attention to reader value will improve your content and build a positive reputation for your brand. When you settle into a niche, just provide the best content in that niche and you'll become people's go-to resource, which is exactly what you want. Topic authority is quite important. Search engines want to know that you know what you're talking about, so you have to prove that to them. Your impulse might be to target those low competition topics, and you should, but you have to hit popular searches as well. You basically just need to cover everything about that specific topic. So my idea of the best way to do this is by picking your concentration to be 1 to 3 smaller topics within your genre, within your niche that you will focus on, and you will just exhaust those completely. By creating quality posts on just every aspect of a topic, you establish that credibility for your site, which is a big boost for SEO. So let's say you are starting up that bread blog. Your first concentration could be sourdough. So you'd start at the beginning with sourdough starters. How do you make a sourdough starter? How do you store it? How do you feed it? Can I keep it on the countertop? Should I keep it in the fridge? Can I freeze it? How long can I use it? What's wrong with my sourdough starter? Why is my sourdough starter turning green? My sourdough starter smells weird. Can I keep it in a wooden bowl? Do I need to bring it on vacation with me? Can I bring a jar of sourdough starter through TSA? So you just absolutely run through every single thing there is to know about sourdough starters. And you'd search your topics, just like we talked about in the previous video, to see what related searches you might either include in that post or in its own. And you're publishing these close together, which makes it very easy to link internally, which you want to do. I would say link when it makes sense. Don't just absolutely fill your post with internal linking, because it's almost like having too many calls to action. Like, it's just muddled. So put ones that are really relevant and helpful. So covering all of those sourdough questions, even though some of them are so competitive that many of your posts might not perform well at all, it lets the search engines know that you are an expert on sourdough starters. So it feels more confident pushing your posts to the top. There are other things that can affect your topic authority, such as backlinks. The more external websites, particularly reputable external websites, the more that are linking to your content, the more legitimate you'll seem. And producing comprehensive, accurate content with original and unique takes is a great way to increase topic authority as well. That's all I've got for you today. There's still a lot of other stuff to cover for content writing, like engagement and alternative text and embeds and expertise and writing alongside AI, how not to get replaced by the robots. So if this was helpful for you and you would like some more, let me know so I can make another video. Also, feel free to drop some questions and topics that you'd like me to cover. Maybe I will. Okay, see you next time. Bye.